morning. Welcome to TERRA at Home. I'm here with Derek Dunphy, and we're at the waterdown location of TERRA, and we are talking Aquascape this morning. So beautifying your property, and it's pretty much approachable for anybody, right, Derek?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm glad to be here, Leslie. Thank you for having me again.
Thanks for coming.
First time with you.
Yeah, that's right.
Exciting.
Usually with Chris, so this is kind of fun. So I mean, I love this. I love to have the sound of water, and this is something I don't have in my backyard. I mean, I have a pool, but it's different. This is something that even the smallest little backyard can achieve this.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Aquascape does all sizes of water features, from huge municipal projects, I mean retention, detention ponds, golf course size stuff, right down to the simplest little, literally a bucket in the ground with some stones on top and just bubbling over, and everything in between. So we have something for every size backyard and every budget.
And that's the thing, you know, when you come up to TERRA, you meet they're all over the place, and I just love hearing. I mean, right now we're hearing them all around us. It is really a nice environment, and that's one of the selling features for people. People are kind of getting back to more natural elements again, right? Fire, water, usually the earth, the rocks. So I mean, you also, that's I think a key feature as well, is you make them look very natural.
Yeah, our ponds, which is where our company started, building and constructing natural ecosystems. So every pond we put in, we have rocks and water, fish and plants kind of working in balance to keep the pond naturally clean and clear. And the only thing we use to augment the system is beneficial bacteria that helps to kind of keep the life cycle going inside the pond. So I could talk on and on about that, but that is our approach, is to make it very natural looking and very natural acting.
And that's the thing, so there's movement, right? You're not just, because obviously there's been a lot of concerns with mosquitoes and that, particularly in our region with the West Nile fears and all that, that this is moving water. So you don't have to worry about that, and fairly easy to maintain?
Real easy, and the moving water is key. So people that are worried about mosquitoes or something like that, what people don't realize is a water feature with kind of moving water, as opposed to a bird bath with stagnant water, actually reduces the mosquito population, because the mosquitoes will lay their larvae in the water, and if the water's moving, it's constantly wiping them out. So a yard with a pond, as long as the water's moving, will have less mosquitoes than a yard without one.
Okay, well actually that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about some of the different styles that you have. So, I mean, as you're mentioning, something very, very tiny, just again, to hear that water sound, just kind of looks nice built into the garden, and that's the great part about it, is Aquascape. So you are building it into the landscape.
Yeah. So on the small end, we have what we call our fountainscapes.
Okay.
So they have a basin in the ground, and like I say, it could be everything from a bucket that would hold, you know, some artificial stone product, or a small stack of natural stone. And then our next size is a little larger, and it can hold several hundred pounds. And then we have an even bigger aqua basin that can hold, you know, up to a ton. Wow. And what people will do is put very elaborate kind of brass ornaments on them, natural basalt columns. TERRA has a great selection of those.
Yeah, I like those.
That we provide them with, and urns, just like really decorative, nicely colored urns that kind of overflow. We've actually got one behind me here that is a mimic of a natural slate urn that we built down at our head office.
Oh, really? Okay, so this is what I like about it. I didn't realize, I mean, until being here on a constant basis and being able to see them all around me, that there were that many styles. Does it seem like there's more, like, newer styles coming out all the time?
Right, yeah. Something for every backyard and every taste and style.
Because, to be honest, that's the thing, because some people are more traditional and, again, really want it to just literally blend in with their surroundings, and some want it to be almost a bit of a piece of artwork, right, where it does stand out.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't care what you have planted in your garden. If you have moving water, whether it's a pond or another thing we sell kind of in the middle is a pondless waterfall, where the water kind of comes down a natural stream and disappears into your garden.
That's cool. It's like you have your own stream in your backyard.
Oh yeah, it's very cool looking. If it's done right, it looks like you built the house around a natural stream.
Right.
There's a couple great examples of that at TERRA as well. But and then we have the fountainscapes, and like I say, for every size and budget, there's something.
Well, that brings me to, you know, you said if it's done right. So how? I think for some people it's a little bit scary, you know, I mean, you can come here to TERRA, you can get one, take it home. how do you know? Like, how do you know you're going to do this right?
Yeah.
You're not going to like flood your friend's backyard.
We occasionally do great hands-on events at the TERRA stores, and you can come out and spend anything from an hour to the full day with us.
That's cool.
You can contact them for those details. But over and above that, if you go to our website, aquascapeinc.com, we post a new video every Friday, and oftentimes they're just how-to videos and really easy, step-by-step. Not the whole day video, 3 minutes. You can figure it out, and they're not difficult projects.
Okay.
And they're a lot of fun. Something you can do with the kids, and the results are, like I say, that sound in your backyard is something that you'll want to get to every day.
Yeah.
It's just great to sit by and relax.
It's nice for entertaining. A lot more people are taking sort of their parties outdoors, and it's all about, I mean, TERRA has everything for decorating your outdoors, so why not just make it one big outdoor package, right?
Absolutely, and like I started to say before, and I think I took myself off track, but that when you have that as a focal point, that moving water, no matter how beautiful the garden is, the eye and the attention is first drawn to that water and that sound. And then it moves from there. It's just it just grabs you.
It's just it's a really nice feeling. And again, I think you're probably you finding you're seeing more people finding this more of an approachable project now. I think people used to be afraid of it years ago. Like, I don't think I could do it.
Yeah.
It seems like you really can do it.
Yeah, and they're really easy to do and really easy to maintain.
That's good.
Yeah. So there's little products that you can buy to help you keep the project on track and beautiful and clean and clear. And really simple, couple squirts every week of our water treatments will keep it clean and clear and very, very, very low maintenance. So you can just enjoy it.
And you can, as you say, you can add fish and plant life, and you can go.
Our ponds are great. So if you build a little bit more of an elaborate system, still simple to do, still a weekend project, but you can have fish, and beautiful aquatic plants. A lot of people get into this hobby for the aquatic plants, and now we're about the end of May. Now is the time when people should be putting in the aquatic plants, so you can get beautiful lilies, marginal plants, some really nice floating plants like hyacinths and water lettuce. They all add to the ecosystem, like I say.
Make it look good.
And they can make it look beautiful and smell beautiful. And you can even get tropical varieties that bloom at night.
I love that.
Like beautiful lilies. Our native-born lilies are from Ontario are gorgeous and hardy and come back year after year. But they bloom, between 10 a.m. and 3 o'clock. And for a lot of us, we're out at work.
I love it.
But some tropical lilies will bloom, 4 or 5 in the evening and stay open till 10 or 11 at night.
So that's the thing. There's so many possibilities. Again, it's called Aquascape. Of course, you can come up to TERRA and you can find out more. Derek Dunphy, thank you so much for coming on with us.
Thank you for having me.
Good info. I want to get one of these myself someday. We'll be back with more.
Live color fully at TERRA, where color lives.
It's time to grow a great garden. It's time for Miracle Grow Expand and Grow, the innovative new planting mix. Expand and Grow expands with water, loosening your soil and giving your plant's roots a balanced mix of air, moisture, and Miracle Grow plant food for up to 3 times the vegetables and flowers. Guaranteed. Miracle Grow, at the root of a great garden.
Welcome back to TERRA at Home. We're now in Burlington downtown. We're here with Mirella, and very a familiar name in and around the community through Hamilton and Burlington over the years because of fashion. And we're at Mirella's boutique, and again, it's all about dresses, Mirella. And I mean, you're very familiar with fashion and design over the years. You've designed very many items yourself. But again, this is a kind of a really great store for people to come to find dresses.
Yes, that's correct. It's all about floral detail with spring here and in full sway. You'll see a lot of patterns and designs, and flowers are really popular in fashion. Yeah. So you'll see a lot of detailing, and also you'll see silks and peau de soie, and beautiful satins. So there's a lot of arrays of styles in long and both short.
Now, a lot of times, you know, we've been talking about the fact that orange, you know, that tangerine color, you know, noted by Pantone, that it was the color of the season. Are you seeing that in dresses as well?
Yeah, Tangerine Tango has been a hit, but we're moving forward into apple greens and beautiful shades of purples and plums and beautiful watermelon reds.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
So why don't we take a look at some of the dresses that we have today. We have some models for us that are showing off some of these colors that we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so our first model?
Our first model is Olivia, and she's wearing a beautiful design from JS Collections in Montreal, and it's a stunning pattern of greens and purples and ivory, being the staple color ivory, and really pulls the color of the fabric as well as the print itself. And we've just teamed it up to this great bag and stunning jewelry to set it off. Beautiful. We've added the fuchsia shoe, and it just makes it quite stunning and splashy.
That's always fun, right? Because again, you're seeing pops of color throughout fashion, right? So why not do it wherever you can? I mean, why not be different, right?
Exactly. Sure. Just add it where you can, and that really enhances the detailing.
Sure, absolutely. Okay, and moving on. Now this is a very nice color. Not a lot of people have green in their wardrobe.
I know, and it's a fabulous color that a lot of women can wear. Jen is wonderfully elegant in this beautiful satin dress by Kenneth Winston. And again, keep in mind the embellishments are very important. She's got the rhinestone detailing, so it's easy to team it back up to the rhinestone accessories, matching handbag, matching shoes. So it really sets off the color.
And that's what's great about your store, is that people can come in and they can find their dress and they can also find their accessories and their shoes.
That's right,
so
head to toe at Mirella.
That helps, right? You walk out the door, you're done.
Exactly.
All right, now I'm loving this next dress. This is beautiful and flowy.
It's stunning. It's stunning. Now this is your fashionable empire waist, full garment design, and what's really nice about it, again, you see the inset of the pattern, the full design of it, and it really makes it elegant and chic, just teaming it back up to great handbag and great shoes.
Oh, I love, I mean, the combination of taking black and putting it with that, almost that chartreuse color is just, oh, it stands out.
I love the fact that you just said chartreuse. That's very, very, very important for spring. Great color.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous. Okay, so again, let's move on. Let's take a look at some of the other dresses that we have. Now we're moving, again, we're getting still into, again, some of the patterns. Some people are afraid of patterns.
Yeah, don't be afraid. This is the season to experiment, especially for proms and weddings. It's an important indication that fashion is heading in a new direction for spring, and patterns are very, very, very important. So this great pattern here is made up of great shades of purples and pinks. Again, chartreuse is very important in it, and the fuchsia enhances it, as well as the tangerine tango.
Yeah, we're seeing that in there.
So you see that a lot, and again, teaming it back up to shoes and handbag sets it off.
Absolutely, and that's the thing with a dress like that. I mean, you could have so much fun depending on what you want to do. You could really change up accessories. You could,
and also keep in mind that if you wear it one season long, by all means, next season, take it to a short length, and you can get more versatility out of the garment.
That's a good tip with a dress, is doing something like that, right? Because you can make that into a cute little dress.
Oh, it'd be fabulous short.
Fabulous. All right, speaking of short, we're moving on to a couple of short solid prints.
Yes, we've got this solid black. It's called the pull-up skirt, and this is a really great design in prom wear. It's fun and comfortable. Again, it's got the beautiful embellishment at the waist, the elastic waist, and the strapless bodice is very important with the young women. Yes.
That's so cute. I love how short it is.
I love the short dresses.
Short is good.
And the young girls love short.
Sure they can. Yeah, they can still pull it off, right?
They can pull it off.
You get up the high heels and wow, you're 50 feet tall and a whole lot of leg, right?
Yeah, that's right.
It's nice. Okay, let's take a look at the red one then.
Oh, the red one. Let's say watermelon red.
Okay, watermelon.
This is our new color for
totally
this
watermelon.
season.
Yep.
Yeah. Great design, again, strapless ruched bodice with the flower at the waist, and wonderful pocket detail.
Oh,
so you put the hands in the pocket,
and
you're
the lip glasses in there, you're good to go.
The compact is very easy to wear.
Oh, I love it, fabulous. So again, it's really nice to be able to come in here and have the options of everything. So we should mention that again, for maybe some older women, that there are a lot of options as well for dresses that so some of these little dresses don't scare them. Lots of options with little coveralls, and some people don't want to expose all the upper body and the shoulders.
That's correct. We do a lot of bolero jackets, chiffon, tailored looks, which basically you can use as your cover-up. And with women also seeking sleeves, there's quite a selection of sleeves this season, short sleeve tank styles, and the new caplet designs.
So we're seeing
the
more of
shoulder
that
line.
a little bit, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's kind of neat.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about, for example, I've had people ask me this before about your store, a wedding party. Are people able to come in here and kind of figure out something for, say, a few girls in their wedding party and be able to figure out some dresses?
Actually, we've evolved into that field. We've been doing very well with it, and we carry great designs from various collections that have color selection, size selection, so it makes it easy. We bring in one design from each collection, at which point they try them on, and it's easy to just pick the right color, the right design for the girls, and there's the wedding party.
Yeah, I could see that you'd evolve into that because, I mean, we have so many beautiful gowns and there's so much color that it's great for people to be able to pre-order and have control over what they want to get.
Exactly.
And also, you know, a lot of times you're seeing people, I know I did for my own wedding, is each girl was able to pick a color. The color, we had one straight color, but everyone was able to pick the design. So you could all actually kind of play around a little bit with different designs based on one color.
Exactly, and that's great for different body types, so it works out really nicely.
Makes people comfortable, right?
That's right.
And so a good option again for mothers of the bride as well to come in here and or the groom, and you know, she's going to be there too, and really just get a good idea. You guys really help people out, and again, I like the concept of the accessories. Lots of shoes.
Lots of shoes. We import shoes from Italy and France, and we've got great designs, so it's easy to just do the head-to-toe dressing. Again, we offer jackets, shawls, anything to complement the outfit.
So it works out really well. Yeah. In terms of fittings or anything, do you guys do any of that type of thing?
Yes, we have a seamstress on premise. 5 days of the week, actually, and she's here to take alterations and do fittings.
Okay, so that's very helpful.
Yeah.
All right, so again, we're with Mirella. We're here downtown Brant Street, and again, you've been in business how many years now?
Actually, on April 7th, we've celebrated 20 years.
So you celebrated 20 years on April 7th. Congratulations to you.
Thank
Come and visit
you.
Mirella's. We'll have more TERRA at home after this.
Come and explore the new TERRA, where color lives.
You've sat under them and built forts in them. You've swung from them and fell out of them. You've even fallen in love under them. Trees have always held a special place in our hearts and memories. A natural beauty, trees will grow with you and your family and bring color and nature into your world. For your assurance of quality, look for trees and shrubs with the Medallion plant tag. Medallion plants, locally grown, the pride of Niagara.
AM 900 CHML is giving you more news when you want it most. Non-stop news weekday mornings 5 till 9, weekday afternoons 3 to 6, with weather and traffic on the 9s. Hear about it first from AM 900 CHML, Hamilton's news talk leader.
Welcome back to TERRA at Home. We're in the TERRA kitchen now with Chef Rachel, and we have a beautiful beef tenderloin that you're going to prepare for us today. And okay, so tell us what ingredients we're using and how we're going to do this.
Right, so we have a beef tenderloin, which is my favorite cut of beef.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It is. So this is what I prefer. So I decided to do a beef tenderloin today with a herb pepper crust.
Nice.
And just, you know, simple with some herbs, pepper, some garlic, and then just we'll sear it and put it in the oven, and it'll be simple. No sauce or anything today, though. I do enjoy a nice sauce with my beef tenderloin.
Okay, like a jus.
Sure. A jus.
I'm being fancy.
Peppercorn, maybe blue cheese.
Yeah. Oh my.
But today we're just going to keep it simple.
Okay.
So here I have just some chopped garlic and some ground pepper.
Okay. That's it.
That's it on here for now.
Yeah.
I have some fresh herbs here that I chopped up. Actually, I'm going to get my pan heating because we want it to be nice and hot to sear on all sides. So some herbs here, whatever I have. I've got some thyme, rosemary, and oregano there. So that's the blend that I made. So I'm just going to mix this in here, and this is what we'll use
Is there anything anyone should
tenderloin.
know when purchasing a beef tenderloin? Any tips? Or is it pretty straightforward going up and ordering this?
Yeah, it's pretty
from a butcher
straightforward. With beef, obviously, you just want to make sure that it's nice and fresh. If you're getting it packaged, there's usually a date on there that you want to be wary of, and make sure that you're going to be cooking this within that date. If you go up to the counter, I'm sure they know that it's nice and fresh. You want it to be a nice red color. That's about it. It's pretty simple.
Okay. Yeah, and it's a pretty lean cut of meat, right? Is it fairly lean?
Yes.
Yes. It looks like it is, and you trimmed it a little bit too, right?
I did. There was a little bit of silver skin on it. You don't want the silver skin. It doesn't break down when cooking, so you want to get rid of that. And you'll be able to tell it literally looks like silver.
Yeah.
Silver skin.
Sure, I've seen that.
Any fat that's on there, you can keep. If there's a lot, I usually tend to cut a bit off, but fat's always good. However, that is one of the reasons why I like beef tenderloin so much, is because it doesn't have a lot of fat. I like that personally, but a little bit of fat is good. Gives it a lot of flavor.
That's right. It's a flavorizer too, but that's what, again, another thing with beef tenderloin is it has a nice flavor and it's tender.
Yes.
Less being tenderloin, it's tender even though it doesn't have a lot of fat in it, right? Because often fat makes things kind of soft, and so that's what it is, a nice kind of meat.
Yeah, it is. It's the best in my opinion, and so that's why I chose to do it today. So.
So you're gonna get your pan like super duper hot, right?
Yes, I want it to be nice and hot because I want to sear it on all sides, and I want to make sure that it gets a nice brown color.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Nice for presentation. So kind of keep my eye on this because
and you're keeping the string on here right now to keep it all together.
I am.
Okay.
Yes. So the tenderloin is a piece of meat that because it's so tender tends to fall apart. It's the silver skin that keeps it together, so once it is cleaned, it's going to come apart a bit. That's why it's usually tied, just to make sure that it stays together. This is getting hot, so let me turn that down because I'm not quite ready for it. I'm going to start with a little bit of mustard on it. When I do any kind of roast in the oven, I usually start with some mustard. So I happen to have grainy mustard.
It's amazing that mustard, it's such a great flavoring agent. I mean, you can use it for so much. Did you know that Hamilton is the mustard capital of the world?
I think I did know that.
Hey, we've got TERRA quizzes too.
Yeah.
TERRA trivia.
Because there's a mustard. There's a mustard festival, isn't it?
We have a mustard festival, and that's why I've learned so much over the years that you can pretty much put mustard on anything, and you use it a lot. I've noticed. So
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Salad dressings.
I'm a big fan of mustard.
Yeah. But it just gives it. And again, if you're adding that, of course, this is going to help make it all sticky, and then away you go.
Exactly. So this is grainy mustard. Like I said, I happen to have this on hand, but you can just use a regular Dijon is nice. I think it gives it a nice flavor, especially with those, with the seeds in there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna rub it in my mixture.
This is cool. I like this idea.
So I have the oven preheated to 400 degrees. So after I searing it will help it cook a little faster because you'll have it all cooked on all sides, and then throw it in the oven to finish it off. And it shouldn't take too long if you like it medium rare.
Wow.
Okay, get all that good stuff up. Oh, that looks good already.
She's all excited. Me too.
Okay, so we'll keep this on for a second. We'll make sure it's nice and hot, and we'll put it into sear. And then we're just going to serve it. I'm going to do a little quick side dish up, some green beans.
Okay.
I think green beans are a really nice accompaniment to steak. Mix it with a little bit of bacon. And some julienne shallots.
Oh, that's great.
For a nice kind of easy side dish. Now I've pre-blanched those beans already.
You have? Okay, I was wondering.
So just bring a pot of water up to a boil. Throw the beans in for a minute and 30, 2 minutes or so. Take them out, run them under cold water.
So they stop cooking.
Stop the cooking, and then when we put it in the pan, because they're already pre-blanched, they won't take that long.
Quick and easy.
Exactly. Get it started a bit. So I have quite a bit of oil in here, and this pan's probably really hot now, so you want to be careful. But you want it to sear nicely.
And for how long on each side?
Okay, I'd say maybe about a minute or two on each side.
Okay.
And then we can throw it into the oven.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. We shall be back, and we'll kind of let this do its thing. Yeah. And we should be good to go. So once we get back, we're gonna take it and put it in the oven.
We're gonna put it in the oven.
Okay.
When we come back, actually, it'll be all cooked, and then we'll cut it up. So either you can thinly slice it. Like a roast, or we can cut it into nice big steaks. Depending on how big the tenderloin is and how many people you're serving. Yeah, so there's options there in how we cut it up and present it. So we can do that.
Now you have a fair amount of oil in there. That's how you would normally do it. Make sure you got a good amount. I guess you don't want it sticking and burning.
Yeah, you don't want it to exactly stick. And it'll absorb some of that oil too, so I like to have a good amount. We'll get the beans on now too, so I'm just gonna put the bacon in, cook that up a bit, add the shallots and the beans just to warm them through, and
good. All right, we will now take a break. We shall be back in 2.
Live color fully at Terra, where color lives.
Scott's EcoSense Path Clear is a fast-acting, effective way to kill grass and weeds on your hard surfaces, like walkways. Scott's EcoSense Path Clear from the makers of Weed Be Gone. Also available with a unique applicator. 1 pull equals 40 trigger sprays.
Heritage Perennials presents Terra's Perennial Pick of the Week. Dianthus Early Bird Fizzy forms a blue-green cushion with double lavender-pink flowers, extremely drought-tolerant once established. Heritage Perennials. Look for us in the blue pots.
Welcome back to Terra at Home, and we have a final product here. Beef tenderloin hiding, setting, just sort of doing its thing after kind of resting after its time in the oven. How long did you end up having it in there for?
I was about 25 minutes. About 25 minutes. Yeah, you want to just cover it with foil, let it rest for a bit, let the juices all redistribute.
Because if you don't, if you cut into it, the juices all run right out of it, right?
Right.
So that's that resting period.
Yes.
5-10 minutes?
Yeah, about that.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, great. You don't, because you don't want all of that
all over the place
on the plate, right? So just to recap the beans, I put the bacon, the strips of bacon in there and cooked it when they were almost crispy, added in the chopped shallots, a couple more minutes, and then add in the beans, just kind of mix it together and warm them throughout. And so we have one big plate here. We'll just serve everything on one plate.
Family style.
Right.
And it smells so good in here. Everyone's walking around Terra right now saying, "What are you guys cooking? It smells so wonderful."
I know, this is
cooking beef and bacon.
This is a very fragrant dish, this one is.
All right.
Okay, so let's look at this
guy.
Okay.
Nice.
There we go. We can get rid of this. So we want to take the string off, and basically we'll just cut it into thick pieces here.
So a reminder, of course, you can always get these recipes on our website, terragreenhouses.com. All of Chef Rachel's recipes are on there. And again, if you missed a step and you just want to catch up, but again, it's always nice to kind of learn the way, right? And just kind of experiment with what you've done. But I really like this idea of this rub, so it's a great idea and perfect. Oh, when you're having guests over, this is nice.
There we go.
And of course, you can always join us 5:30 every Saturday morning, and we always have some really great ideas for you and great things coming out of the greenhouses. We'll be back with more Terra at Home.
Come join our colorful team at Terra, where color lives.